Well, good morning guys. Thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. Yes, we are back on plan after Christmas and I am very pleased to be going back on plan. I had a very naughty little weigh this morning and it does look like I've put on 2.5 pounds in the last few days. Which, I don't actually think is that bad. And do you know what? It is probably one of the absolute better Christmases for like what I've eaten in years, so I'm not that bothered. What I wouldn't mind doing is kind of trying to mitigate it a little bit, and if I can try and stay the same like when I do my official Slimming World weigh-in next week, that would be amazing. But I think that would take a lot of hard work. It's a day early again this week for weigh, so it'll be on Wednesday instead of Thursday. And so today is, what's today? Sunday, the day after Boxing Day. And so that gives me, oh my God, literally 3 days. Okay, we're gonna have to really work hard for this. Luckily, I'm quite like crap fooded out. As in I don't really fancy it, I just kind of want fresh stuff. So there's a couple of things I want to achieve today. I have been up and pottering around for a little bit, just, flipping some washing and doing a bit more tidying and stuff. I'm one of these strange people. I don't like Christmas decorations being up after Christmas. I know you're meant to leave them up for another couple of weeks. I can't stand it because it starts really doing my head in because it's just too cluttered. So yeah, I'm going to be sorting that out today, I'm afraid. I'm also going to be doing a house clean. I also want to have a think about, not necessarily have a formal meal plan, but I definitely want to have a think about what I'm going to eat for the next couple of days. See if I need to go to the shop today. Because it's like a normal Sunday, the shops are shutting at 4. So I have got plenty of time if I want to, but I would really like to try and use what I've got in for the most part, sort of maximise what I've got in. So I've still got a lot in my freezer. If you remember, I did an inventory maybe a week or slightly more than that ago. So that's still mostly there because of course I had my meal plan all last week. I have very little fresh stuff left in. I know I've got a cauliflower. I know I've got some cucumber, like about 2/3 of a cucumber. There might even be a couple of like baby potatoes that had fallen out the bag. So I can definitely come up with food. It's just what I'm going to have and making it into like a proper meal, and then just kind of topping that up to make some more meals. Because ideally I'd like to plan, I like to start my week on a Friday, usually, as in plan my meals from a Friday, because then you start off with like the more treaty like weekend stuff, and then you go into the more like mundane everyday stuff for your working week. But maybe that's just me, everyone plans differently. So yeah, a bit of a planning, maybe a bit of prepping video today, but mostly I'm just really pleased to be back on Slimming World. I'm gonna feel focused because I've had that definite end time now. I definitely struggled to maintain any kind of focus in the few weeks leading up to Christmas. It was really hard. You guys went through my struggle with me. I know that I'm not the only one who does this. Hopefully the thumbs down on my videos were just because it wasn't like on Slimming World 100%. So if that's why, then I'm really sorry that you were disappointed in that content, but hopefully now my videos will start proving useful again. All right, cool. So I'll catch up with you when I have something to eat or drink. Right now I've just had water. I'm just thinking I might get some breakfast. I just wanted to do a few chores, but like yeah, I'm quite hungry, so I'm gonna have some breakfast first, I think. Very pleased with myself that last night I made the effort to get rid of all kind of things that were loitering, so I now have a nice clean and tidy, well, empty surface to work with. So that's, I'm very pleased with past Leanne for that. Okay, so I've just gone and got 2 pieces of bread from the freezer. Ugh, they're very solidly frozen. This is, here we go. This is just a small wholemeal loaf. Obviously they're fairly small pieces of bread. I took them from the middle, but then I always get left with the small ones, but whatevs. So yes, this is my healthy extra B choice for the day. And do you know what? I was just thinking, what can I have? What do I fancy? It's got to be something savoury. And I thought, oh, let's have a grilled cheese and Marmite. Not had one of them for a while, so that's what we're going to do. Here we are, very, very basic components. No speed, but you know, that's okay. Doesn't need to be, and I'll make up for it later. So you've got your 2 pieces of bread for healthy extra B. I'm going to use a teaspoon on each piece of bread of naturally vegan spreadable, which is my favourite vegan butter. That is 5 sins for a tablespoon, or 3.5 for 2 teaspoons. If you want 1 teaspoon, it's 1.5. It's one of those that kind of rounds up a bit funny for sins. So yeah, I'm having 3.5 sins for the butter, and then I'll use 40 grams of cocoa, vegan cheese, which is 1 healthy extra A. You get 2 healthy extra A's per day. And then I'll have some Marmite, which is sin-free. And then I cook it in my pan, like the American grilled cheese. To measure the butter, you need to just scoop it out, or this is how I do it. I just scoop it out using my teaspoon measurer, and then I just use the knife to kind of push it down, scrape off the top. It's not the easiest because this particular butter does slide around in the teaspoon measurer, but it can be done. You just need to sort of push down on it and then just scrape off the top. So yes, that is a teaspoon. And my top tip, I mean, I keep my bread frozen, but it is definitely a tip to keep your bread frozen, because your butter will go so much further if you're spreading it on the frozen bread, rather than on hot bread where it just melts straight in. And as you can see, using the frozen bread and the teaspoon of butter, I can actually get quite decent coverage from that. Obviously these are small, pieces of bread from a small loaf, so it's a 400 gram loaf for it to count as your healthy extra B. So yeah, that does obviously help as well in it going a little bit further. Next up, weigh out your cheese. So this is the cocoa cheese. Like I said, I've got 2 open because of Christmas. We opened 2 by mistake. So, oh, hi Delta. Delta's awake. So 40 grams is 1 healthy extra A choice. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Is that why you're shouting? Is it? Hello? You okay, my little burb? We've just had some new millet, haven't we? So you should be happy. Are you not happy with Mummy? Hey? I love you. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yes. All right, my love. Obligatory Delta cameo. Let's carry on with the grilled cheese. Okay, so this is what 40 grams of cheese grated on the normal big side looks like. If you want optimal cheese spreading facilities, then use the small side, but I just couldn't be bothered because I'm really hungry. Yes, and then ideally you'd have squeezy Marmite, but my local Tesco doesn't sell the squeezy Marmite, so I am stuck with the jar, which is a little annoying because it means I need to turn this over and try and dab it on that side of the bread. So yeah, oh my god, I love Marmite so much. Right, I lent it on the other one so that I didn't lose any butter on the chopping board. So then we just put that butter side down, sugar on there. Then we're going to try and put the cheese neatly on top. Okay, once you've managed that, then pop the top on and then pop the heat on and leave it for a few minutes. Then squidge it down with a flat thing, flip it, and you'll see that the bottom is nice and golden brown. Then you do that for another few minutes and done. Hey guys, it's now like 2 o'clock or something. I have just been sort of doing some of the chores that I said I was going to, de-Christmasifying, if I'm honest. I haven't finished yet, but I nearly have. But I was just thinking about the time, because I wouldn't mind getting to the shops before they shut just to get a few fresh bits. So I'm just going to have a quick look at what we've got in and have a rough idea of what I'm going to buy. So this is the state of my fridge right now. We've got some leeks, but I feel like Mum wanted leeks because she did say something about leek and potato soup, so I should probably buy some more. Got some Brussels sprouts. I've got a cauliflower. Happy days. Blinking love cauliflower. What's going on here? We've got 2 baby potatoes. There's another one. 3 baby potatoes. Got a few carrots. Oh dear. Let's get rid of this celery. A little past its best. It looks like there's some radishes there. There's 2 radishes. Best before the 25th of November. Okay, we'll get rid of those as well. But apart from that, we've just got some carrots there. And then that's teriyaki tofu in those boxes. I've got no normal smoked tofu that I like. That's some This Isn't Bacon that I haven't used yet. Got some sandwich slices, I've got some tofurkey slices. I bought all them for Christmas and never used them. And then I've got the new corn vegan pepperoni that I don't even know how many sins it is. This is literally it. I have cheese because I went to Waitrose, and got some thyme. Is this dill any good? Oh goodness. I suspect not. It's looking a little dodgy. And there's a tiny bit of parsley. I could probably use that. Okay, cool. So we're looking a little bare, but that's fine because I'll just go and get some basic veg, and then I'll fashion a meal plan from what I have in. Hey guys, I'm home from shopping and I'm going to share my grocery haul with you. It's a pretty good one because there's loads of it. Because I was just basically buying everything. Like I said, you saw my fridge. It was very near to being a very sad fridge. So it's going to look a lot happier now. I don't even think I can lean back far enough to get everything in one shot. Okay, just about. Let's run through. So a lot of stuff is still on the Christmas deals, which is why I bought quite a lot. So potatoes, this huge bag of potatoes, they were 29p each. So I got 2 bags because, you know, that's a bargain. I got 1 bag of carrots for 29p because they are, or there might be 19 actually, I'm not sure. But they, I already had some in the fridge and I don't necessarily use that many carrots. So I just got 1 bag. I got 2 of parsnips because you only get a few in them anyway. 2 things of peppers. You guys know I go through my peppers very quickly. I got 2 collies, my favourite veggie. Yes, I already have one in the fridge, but I have plans. I got some kale, my favourite black kale, whole leaf, which is how I prefer to buy it. Red and white onions, because, you know, always use them. I got some pak choy. And I also found this stir-fry mix reduced. I don't usually buy the stir-fry mixes, but it was reduced to 43p. And I thought, do you know what? Look, it's only £1.70 and it looks all right. And that's going to make my dinner tonight. So nice and easy for one meal, very cheap. I got a couple of broccolis, again, something I always use. Same with courgettes. I got a bag of spinach and a bag of rocket and baby leaf salad because, you know, I like some salad leaves sometimes. Great big thing, chestnut mushrooms. Again, that's one of my favourite things. I got 3 bags of leeks. Yes, again, I already have one in my fridge, but like I said to you guys, one will be going to my mum because she wanted some leeks as well. So I'm left with 3. Again, I've got plans. And I also got some baby San Marzano tomatoes. So on the vine, they're really nice. And I got some green bananas. Okay, so that, oh, and I also got some green beans. So that's everything veg-wise and fruit, well, just bananas. Then I had, that was basically all really cheap. And then I ended up spending loads of money on like extras. So I topped up my pasta. So I got some whole wheat penny and whole wheat fusilli. I wish they did the blinking shells in whole wheat. Why don't they? It's so annoying. They're the best shape. Anywho, frustrations aside. Yeah, so I'm getting, I think I'm low on pasta. So I just grabbed a couple of bags since I was there. Because I want to try and minimise my shopping trips. So if this lasts me, if I can go the rest of the week now without having to go again, it would be ideal. Anyway, I also got 2 things of microwave jasmine rice because they're really convenient for in the cupboard and they're just 1.5 cents a pack. And I also got 3 things of the Tesco golden vegetable rice microwave packets because they're really yummy and I forget how many cents they are, but they're not a lot and they're really nice. I got a small loaf of wholemeal bread, so I'll stick that in the freezer because I've only got about half a loaf left in there. My salt is majorly running out. I'm on like the dregs at the bottom, so I had to buy new salt. I also have run out of plain black pepper, so I just got a peppercorn grinder. I got 2 of the free from apricot fromage frais, which again, if you've been watching me lately, you'll know that's one of my favourite yogurts. It's 4 cents for the whole pot, so you can have half a pot for 2 cents, which is really quite nice, and it's lush. Honestly, it's so tasty. And then, okay, first of all, let's show you this one. I got 2 of these. This isn't chicken, salt and pepper pieces. I really like these. Yeah, they do smell ever so odd, but they taste really, really nice. And yeah, they're really tasty. But then when I'd already got them, I was looking and I saw this alt stuff again. Now, normally I'm really put off by it, but I thought I'll just quickly look it up on the app, and it turns out it's sin-free. They do chicken-less pieces, beefless pieces, lambless pieces, and then they do something else that I can't remember. But in my Tesco, this is the two things they have. Obviously, it's a fairly small country town, Tesco. But they are getting really good on vegan stuff lately, it's got to be said. Anyway, so I got these chickenless pieces. It's quite a big box. It's the same price as the This Isn't Chicken. They're both pricey. They're both £3.50. But I feel like the alt one has probably got more in. And even look, yeah, it's 400 grams, whereas This Isn't Chicken is 190. But this stuff it just really looks off-putting to me. So we'll see what it's like. It's sin-free, so it's worth a try, definitely. And then again, with the beefless ones, now, vegan beef isn't usually something I buy. But I thought, again, let's be brave and try it. It's sin-free. I think it's probably very high in protein. Yeah, quarter of a pack has 22 grams of protein, so that's a huge amount of protein in there. And I was kind of thinking like a slow cooker beef casserole, which again is partly what I was thinking when I was going around and I was getting all this kind of wintry veg. I was thinking, I really think I could do some nice like casserole-y things with mashed potatoes or roast potatoes. Yeah, so we could have a really cozy week of food. So, yeah, let me stand over here. There you go. That's everything I bought. I just spent like £48 on all this. I went out thinking I'll spend £30 max because I knew I wanted to get some like chicken, but I didn't really account for this much chicken. Hang on, how much are these? £3.50 each. So that's £14 on pretend meat I spent, which I wasn't expecting. So actually, my shop's not that bad once you take them out. Anyway, listen to me justify myself. Anyway, this should last way longer than a week because, for example, when I make the casseroles and things, I should get a few portions, and so hopefully I'll have some to freeze. I don't want loads to freeze because I haven't got tons of room in the freezer. I do have some room, but not a million different bits of room. I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to stop talking. I hope you enjoyed my grocery haul, and I'm looking forward to seeing the kinds of foods that I have this week with it. Indeed. But right now I'm quite hungry. I don't really know what to eat. It's a funny time. It's 3:30. Oh, I had a second coffee that I didn't tell you guys about. That Prosecco in the background is the second one that work gave me for our Christmas party. I took the first one to Mum and Dad's for Christmas, so they could drink it. So I'm saving that one because I don't drink, so might as well get someone get the use out of them. So that one's probably going to be saved till July for my sister's birthday. Anyway, yeah, it's like 3:30 right now. I'm really quite hungry. I had a second coffee. So that was the same as the first one, so it was 1 sin. So I'm on 5.5 sins. Yeah, 3:30. I really need something to eat. I'm going to do that stir fry for dinner tonight. Mum's going to be popping it over soon because it is Sunday, and if you guys know my routine, then Mum comes over on a Sunday after she's been to my sister's. Although I don't even know if she's going there today. Anyway, I need something to eat. Okay, I'm just going to go like ease of use. So I'm going to have this pilau whole grain basmati rice. This is 4 sins. And I'm also going to do this mushroom shawarma style shreds by Wicked Kitchen. That's 2.5 sins. That's 6.5 sins. Yeah, it's more sins than I would like to use, but I need something quick and filling to keep me going. So this is it. Okay, I've just put like a load of spinach in my bowl to start. I always do things right on the edge of the countertop. And then I've got the rice, which is lovely, this one, but it is with the shreds. Yeah, it's not particularly picturesque, but it's serving its purpose, which is to fill me up and feed me. I was just putting the lunch in the planner, and the shawarma mushroom shreds are actually 2 sins, not 2.5. So my lunch was 6 sins, and that puts me on 11.5 so far today. to clarify for anyone new, I am allowed 25 sins per day because I'm really big. It does reduce, but for me, that won't be for a while yet. Righty ho, stir fry for dinner, and as I said earlier, I think I said earlier, I can't remember, but I'm going to have, this isn't chicken, this is 2 sins for the whole pack, and I've got my big bag of stir fry veg, and I'm going to do some rice stick noodles, and I'm going to fashion a kind of sauce. For now, I'm just going to cook the non-chicken in 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, so that's 2 sins for the oil and 2 sins for the chicken, so that's 4 sins. I browned off the chicken in a teaspoon of sesame oil, and I've just thrown in a load of garlic, ginger and chilli, and then I'll add in my veggies. All done. So in the end, I added in the veggies, and then I cooked the noodles separately, stirred them through. They're kind of all in a lump on the bottom, but whatever. This is vastly mostly vegetables. For like flavouring, I added a 2 teaspoon of oil, sesame oil, so that was another 2 sins, so we're now on 6 sins. And then I added, it was only about a teaspoon, if that, of maple syrup, because it was right at the end of the thing. So that's half a sin. And I did a splash of rice vinegar, and then lots of reduced salt soy sauce. So by my reckoning, that brings this out at 6.5 sins, but I will confirm that later, or you'll see in my breakdown at the end of the day. I can't remember if I mentioned the garlic, chili and ginger that I put in when the chicken was done, but if I didn't mention it, I did. Lots of garlic, lots of ginger, bit of chili. I'm having a cup of my after dinner tea by Pucker, my usual one. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I had 2 of these while Mum was over, and yeah. Later on I'll be having one of my nighttime teas. It's 9:30 right now, and I'm just debating if I'm going to have a little sweet treat or not. I have 7 sins left, so I've got plenty to be able to have something. And we'll see. Okay, it's like 3 minutes, well 5 since I last spoke to you. I just want to have like a little moment of honesty with you guys. I'm really struggling with my first day back on plan. I'm pretty sure I can't be the only one. If anyone else is out there, you know, getting back on plan today. The reason that it's massively not helped is the fact that I've ended up using quite a lot of sins for my meals today, and if I'd had something like 10 or 15 sins left right now, I'd be feeling like, oh brilliant, I can have something really substantial for a treat. But obviously I don't have them, and I'm not gonna lie, I just want you to look at this cupboard behind me. This is the one above the oven. I keep my blender and stuff in there, and look, I have taken out these, the top one of these boxes. Look, I've taken that out about 4 times now because I am fighting the urge to binge on them. I don't want to say binge, but I mean eat a packet of them. I wish I didn't have them in the house. I really don't, because it's like frigging torture. And I know that people who don't have these like control issues don't feel the same thing, but it is difficult not having them. I wish I hadn't bought them. I bought a few because I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go mad over Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And of course I didn't go that mad. And so therefore, they're left. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. They're a bit like the Leibkuchen incident where they're just too like moreish to have in the house, because I can't trust myself to just a couple of them. They're too munchable. Do you know what I mean? They're not heavy, they're not filling, they're just light and delicious. So the reason I'm speaking to you guys is because I've just finally I think talked myself out of having them on my very first frigging day back. In my head, I'm swearing. So yeah, I don't want to let myself down, and I don't want to let you guys down. I feel like I personally absolutely need to get back on plan 100%, to feel like good in myself, and to try and get myself back in that like mindset again. And I feel like it's good for you guys to see me doing that, because then it helps you out. You know, we all gain strength from others, and without getting too preachy, it's just nice to like try and set a good example. But at the same time, I just want to be honest and let you guys know that it's so not easy. And if it's not easy for you as well, it's okay. Like, just believe in your own strength. And see, I knew this would make me feel better talking to you. Like, even though really it's just me in my kitchen talking to my phone, I feel like you guys are here with me sometimes. And you know, just talking about this has just made me go, yeah, it's really not worth it. I really don't want a big gain on the scales. I don't mind if there's a bit of a gain because it was Christmas, but I don't want a big gain. And like I said earlier, this morning, it worked out as like £2.5 that I gained in the last few days. So I don't want that. Okay, so decision made. In that cupboard as well, this is like a bit of an overflow cupboard, but at the back up there, are the Victoria sponge cakes that I referenced the other day, the Oggs ones, saving them for my birthday. That's fine. They're not a temptation because I've committed to that's my birthday cake type thing. So, and there's enough there for my mum, dad and my sister to have one as well. So that's like a special treat that I've set aside, and I'm happy about that. The 3 boxes of fingers that you can see up there, I'm gonna have to give to mum to look after, or tell her to get dad to eat them or something, because I can't have them in the house. I had totally forgotten, where's my finger, about these 2 yellow boxes here, and that is the Nomo drops, caramel drops. Ow. The fingers are fighting back. 2 boxes just threw themselves out the cupboard at me. I mean, what chance do I stand there throwing themselves at me? Anyway. I feel like, there we go. Anyway, okay, sorry. I'm a bit afraid of them now. I forgot that I bought these 2 boxes of Nomo chocolates. So I've got 7 sins left, and I'm probably going to have 3 of these chocolates. They're 2 sins each, and that'll put me 1 sin under my total for the day. I've just got to try and forget that these fingers are there, but like just having this little chat with you guys, I feel a lot better already. So hopefully if any of you guys are struggling a little bit today, then hopefully this will help you too. It was probably very short-sighted of me not to have planned a bit more for today, but I just feel like I didn't have a chance. And also to use so many sins on like my meals when I knew that, you know, it was going to be a bit of a struggle anyway. It was again a bit short-sighted, but hey ho. So 3 of these Nomo drops it is, and my cup of tea. I don't know if any of you guys have had this with these chocolates, but for me to get into them, it always looks like a pack of wild dingoes has savaged them. Look, all this is out everywhere. Anyway, these are the drops. They're just like the chocolate bar, but they're in drop form. So 3 of these caramel drops is 6 sins, and that's going to put me on 24 sins, which is 1 sin under my allowance. But guys, seriously, like I got given a fair bit of chocolate for Christmas as well, like treats. So I'm going to have to go through and just relabel everything, I think, and just sort of organise it all a bit better, just so I know a bit more where I am. I am back on plan. I'm determined. I'm not giving in. Hey guys, so it's about midnight right now. I'm sticking with you till the bitter end because I just don't want to take any risk and not trust myself. However, I actually do trust myself. I'm doing a teensy cheat. So I'm really sorry for those of you who don't like it when I do this. But basically, I only had the one Healthy Extra A today. So for my second, this isn't an official Healthy Extra A, and that's why I think that this won't be liked, but I'm actually having 250 mils of the Alpro Dark Chocolate Almond Milk. This used to be a Healthy Extra A choice, but they changed it at the beginning of 2019, I think, when they brought in a load of other changes. Well, when they brought in the fact that you could have 2 Healthy Extra A's and not one. But yeah, so it's an old Healthy Extra A basically. So it does have tons of calcium in, etc, etc. It's just that it's not an official one anymore. I've chosen to have that because I'm just still struggling with with cravings, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, in my little snowman, I've got my chocolate milk. I've got it cold today because I just really fancied it cold. And also I'm really hot because I just remembered that I'd stripped my bed earlier and I hadn't remade it. Duh. So I just did that, which, you know, it's hot work. Anyway, I'm going to check back in with you before I say goodnight, just so that you guys know I am totally accountable. So whilst I'm having this tiny tweak, overall, I'm more than happy to say that today's been on plan, and I feel excited about being 100% on plan from this point forward. Okay, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, but I haven't caved, so yes, I'm happy. I had I had a second cup of my pucker nighttime tea. That was it. I'm going to bed because I am knackered, and I've got some stuff I want to do tomorrow because it's my last day off work tomorrow and I'm back on Tuesday. And then I'm on call for the whole rest of the week, including New Year's, etc. So, there we go. Thank you for watching and sticking with me, guys, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Well, later today. Night night.